Hello and welcome to Up on the Roof. Today I have Kosta from Solar Cutters. Hi Kosta, how's it going?
Good, how you going? Nice we can finally do this face to face.
Yeah, it's great. Finally, we've got around to it.
What's been happening in the industry in the world, so it's good we can do this.
Oh yeah, it's great. So tell me, where did you start? You're a co-founder of Solar Cutters. Why did you start Solar Cutters and what Solar Cutters all about? It'd be good to tell our audience.
So it's not a long story. Like, look, I've been in solar since 2012. So I started with Energy Matters. I worked there with Jack, who's long from my other co-founder from Solar Cutters. So he sort of came up with the idea 4.5 years ago or so, that the industry probably needed a bit more of another voice, maybe a newer, fresher perspective on how we can grow and improve and I guess push each other. So that's where the opportunity sort of came from. And given our extensive relationships within the industry, we thought, well, let's try to create a group informally at first, obviously through Facebook and social media. And the predominant reason for it was to bring good guys together within the industry, try to weed out some of the bad solar cowboys, as sort of people say, and overall improve the quality of the workmanship and the solar sales. So it's not just installer workmanship. I think it's still challenging at point of sale. So there's some companies from a sales perspective that do still unfortunately mislead the customers and some unethical practices, but that I guess is what we're all sort of about: integrity and honesty and authenticity. And solar is a fantastic investment and we're doing really good things as an industry. So if we can all do the right thing, we can be sustainable for the longer term. And that means profitable as well. But yeah, that's where the roots were Solar Cutters were sort of founded. And I guess we wanted to try to be that new voice for the industry.
How long have you been running for? When did you actually, when's inception?
We had our 4th birthday in October last year. So we got this pretty fancy birthday cake made.
Fantastic.
So it's about 4 years. And look, Jack and I obviously work full time. This is something we do in our spare time because, as you're probably aware, being in the industry, solar doesn't stop, and it's a 24-hour commitment, even though the sun's not shining, until something going on. It's 4 years or so. We've just hired someone working with us part-time to assist us with some of the branding and the marketing, and to take our membership to the next level and formalize us as a community, I guess. So
tell me a little bit about your memberships. I did see that you did a big release and you now have memberships, which is fantastic. That's really good. I think what you've been doing has been fantastic for the industry.
So essentially, we've got to formalize what we've already done. Like, there's been tremendous interest through social media. We've done a few events through at solar exhibitions in Sydney and in Melbourne, and we thought, well, let's try to start put pen to paper for some retailers and solar professionals throughout the industry to actually be part of something, be part of a formalized group. And we work with a whole bunch of partners across the solar industry, across other industries in freight, and there's some fun stuff in there with some wine companies and marketing companies and other stuff like that. So I guess bringing these people together to get some benefit from our partners, to ultimately learn together, grow together, and raise the standards is the goal. So this is the first sort of step for that, and people can check it out at solarcutters.com/membership. Little plug. It's free until the end of it's still free until the end of April. We might even extend that. So there's no fees to join. There's $1,000 of savings and benefits the member can reach. You don't have to be an installer, any sort of solar professional, anyone keen to influence and make a difference in the industry. And I guess from that sort of step there, I guess the longer term plan is to try to establish some sort of standard and something more formal within our industry that we can, I guess, raise the bar in quality. And look, the CEC and CER and other industry bodies have done a really good job in trying to implement more and more processes and standards and hurdles for installers to jump over and salespeople to jump over. But there are things that I guess we see that are important for us to change and to influence, and it has to start somewhere. So this is where we're at the moment. But yeah, it's exciting. It's been a really good uptake, and hopefully some of the members get some benefit out of it. And as we grow and grow, it's all about just giving back as much as we can. So the next
I really enjoyed your newsletters as well. Your newsletters have a lot of content on there.
Yeah, it's educating and providing information to the community, like from a variety of sources, and just highlighting, I guess, key things that might be happening that people aren't aware of. So that's the motivation. Like we want to make the industry better. It's in a good place, but we want it to improve. And there's no reason why. Sky's the limit. So there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of good people there. As an industry, it's pretty small industry. There's people that have been around for years and years and years. So Jack and
I think it's great to have a group that you're transparent with as well, and just can be honest and open with about installation quality, about the sales pipeline, about marketing. Like, I think it's great that everybody's getting together and talking about those things.
And why there's no formal regulation at the moment, at least from our behalf? Like, there's a lot of self-regulation, and that's the sort of thing people are really forthcoming with, showing installations they've done, or I guess asking for advice from the industry and the community. And that's what the social media has been really good. It's allowed people to learn and to get better. Like, how would you do this? How would you do that? Or is this good or is this bad? So, and that ultimately can only be a good thing for us as an industry. And look, not everyone is across social media, but that's, I guess, part of the reason why we've made the membership. There's other mediums and avenues for people to learn and to get educated. And yeah, there's challenges always of within the industry of people not trying to do the right thing, but the more and more people that hopefully follow the solar cutters way, it'll only be better for us as a community. Yeah,
fantastic. And it's even better in lockdown when we couldn't go out and see each other. We can actually communicate via that platform as well. So I think it's fantastic incentive.
Yeah, because we can look at the data, some of those Facebook groups, and we sort of, at the start of COVID in 2020, you sort of just see it skyrocketed in March and April. Like, the graph just went way up. There's so many more interactions, and people just seeing what people are doing, how you're dealing with this, what's your COVID safe plan for that, like how do you deal with the challenges of this. And yeah, it's all about helping and educating. And look, Facebook, not to necessarily plug also Facebook, but like, it's given us the platform to sort of do it and get off the ground. And in the past, it's traditionally been in meetups and meet and greets, and obviously through COVID, we haven't been able to do that. So there's other ways we want to get the messages across, and we're starting to look and do some installer training nights, so CBD points and a bit more sort of fun twist to things, to make it a bit more worthwhile people to attend. Because I guess one of the biggest strengths of us community is the social the social aspect and the networking. So it's the education and the learning is one thing, but to make it fun and worthwhile, I guess that's where we can hopefully try to change for the better.
Real sense of community. So it's like a help desk for the solar installers, solar retailers, and anybody that's involved in the renewable energy space. Really,
yeah, that's what it tries to be. And it's much bigger than me and Jack. And we say this all the time to people. It's not me and Jack. It's we're all part of this together. Like, it's our industry, which is what we sort of promote as our creed. Like, it's every single person who cares about the industry, cares about the quality, cares about the positive change. We can all learn and self-regulate and support each other. And there's been so many great relationships that have been formed and partnerships with people from these events, from these mediums and social media. So we're just really happy and encourage what's that happen, because there's definitely an appetite for it. And then, it's good to the next sort of few years. We just hopefully can grow more and more, and we can change for the better.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me today, Kosta. I hope you have a great day.